Okay, so the assignment is divided up into 3 sections, okay? Each section has 10 questions. In each section, every question is worth 3 marks. Okay, so on the whole assignment, every question is worth 3 marks. But what I'm asking for in each section for those 3 marks is different. That's what I want you to make a note of so you don't miss anything. Okay, because lots of times people will do this first section and all they'll do is write in the balancing numbers. But it also says to write it in words. That's 2 out of the 3 marks, writing it in words, and you miss out because you just didn't do it. Okay, so in the first 10 questions, what I am looking for here is balanced reactions. That is, fill in the blanks with numbers. If it's a 1, should you write a 1? Yes, write a 1. Otherwise, I won't know if you did it or not. Okay, so if it's a 1, write a 1. If they're all ones, write all ones. Maybe there are some in there. Spoiler alert, there are. Okay, that are already balanced. Okay, just put in all ones if it's all ones. Okay, are there a couple in here that are trickier? Yes. Are there some in here that are really easy? Yes. Okay, in terms of balancing, there's a pretty good mix of easy, moderate, and like 2 that are hard. Okay. So what I'm looking for here, balance the equation. That's 1 mark. Write it in words. That's 2 marks. 1 for the reactants, 1 for the products. Okay, written out in words. Right, and there should be enough room in the space below for you to write out the reaction in words. Okay, so I'm looking for you to do all of this on that sheet. Okay, you're going to actually hand that sheet in to me. Okay, questions on the first set? Okay. For the second set of 10, okay, you can see now you've got the reactions in words, but you have the whole reaction in words. I want the whole reaction in formula form, type of reaction, and balance. Those are your 3 marks for this one. Okay, so I am looking for what type of reaction is occurring. That's 1 mark. Okay, write a balanced chemical equation. That's 2 marks. So 1 for the formulas, okay, and 1 for the numbers of balance. Okay, so you're getting 3 marks there. Okay. Here would be the thing to watch for in this section. Here's what gets people in this section. 2 things. Make sure you do your drops and swaps on any ionic compounds, and be on the lookout for special elements. Okay, there are many of both of those, and if you miss one, the best you can hope for is that you identified the type of reaction correctly, because if you forget a special element, you don't have the reaction written properly, and your balancing won't be right. Okay, so it's a big deal to remember or check for special elements and get your drops and swaps right. Going back to the first set here, this is what people forget here. Roman numerals. Okay, you're writing these out in words. There are several reactions that involve multivalent metals, and their names will need Roman numerals. Okay, I'm not saying over apply, don't put them on everything, only put them on the things that need them, but be on the lookout. What I would suggest is kind of look through here and just put a star beside any ones that you know are going to need Roman numerals. They have a multivalent metal, okay, put Roman numerals in. Okay, the last 10, they're just prediction. Okay, so what your marks are here is 2 marks for your products. Okay, and 1 mark for the reaction being balanced. Since there are blanks here, fill in the blanks. Okay, if it's a 1, put a 1 in the blank. Okay. Right. These ones, all you're doing is writing the formula form for the products. Okay, I'm not looking for this to be written out in words. You don't have to tell me what type it is. There's no mark for that. You obviously need to know that to balance or to predict it, but there's no mark for the type. Okay, so just write out, here are the products, okay, in formula form, balance the reaction, that's your 3 marks. Okay. questions from you guys. You have the remainder of class to work on that. Make good use of your time. Okay? I don't think we're going to have a quiz this Friday. Okay? I'm going to start teaching you the mole equation on Wednesday. That will give us only 2 days worth of instruction. I don't want to quiz you on the mole equation after only 2 days. Okay? So, depending on how things go next week, okay, like whether we're here or not, we'll decide on how the unit exam and the mole equation quiz will go. Okay? But you will not have a quiz this Friday. Okay? All right. If you have questions, let me know. Okay? Lots of people finish that in class. Okay? Just putting that out there. That doesn't mean you should be ashamed if you don't. Okay? It just means it is possible to finish it in class if you're super focused. Okay? If not, then you're going to have a little bit of homework. I am going to take those in probably this Friday. Okay? Since you don't have a quiz to study for this week, I'm going to take those in this Friday.